Here's lesson 113, number 14. So it has a log. We've got an inequality here, so we have to be careful. My base is less than 1. So when I change this into exponential form, I'm going to leave my 1/3 over here, just like kind of how the way I always do it. If this base would have been more than 1, like if it would have been 2 or something, then I would have actually left this part here, and I would have written 2 to the whatever exponent over here, and left that alone. Okay, but this one was the base is less than 1. There's a lesson, you can read about this in lesson, let's see, number 14. Lesson 111 tells about this, about why we have to be careful about this. So, all I did is I put it in exponential form. Okay, so now then I'm just going to square this, and so that gives me a 1/9. Then I'm going to do algebra to solve for x. So I subtracted 1 on both sides. That looks funny. Brought the 2x down. Then when I went 1/9 minus 1, that's the same as 1/9 minus 9/9, and that's why I said negative 8/9 right there. And then I divided this side by 2, but I decided it's easier to multiply this side by 1/2, which is the same thing. And then the 2 and the 8 canceled out. I got negative 4/9. And I left this alone. Notice that I left this alone the whole time. If I would have maybe divided by a negative, I would have had to reverse it. So x is greater than negative 4/9. So then, you know, you always think you're done, and then you look and the book says there's 2 answers or something. Basically where that comes from is you have to go back up to the original problem and make sure what makes this, you guys know this log, this argument can't be, it has to be positive. It can't be 0 or negative. So what I like to do, if it's not obvious to me what has to happen right here, I'll just set it I'll set it greater than or greater than 0, and solve it out to see what makes it greater than 0. And so if you just, you know, set it not equal to, but greater than 0, then you can do this math here, solve for x. And I find out that x has to be greater than 1/2. So I want to add that to my answer, and I was going to, but then I realized that negative 4/9 is actually greater than 1/2, like on a number line, negative 4/9. So that doesn't have to be included in my answer, because this already takes care of that. If x is bigger than negative 4/9, x is automatically bigger than negative 1/2. So this is your only answer. If you want to change it so that the x is first, you just have to make sure that you do it correctly, so that you don't upset the inequality.